Hey, how you doing, my friend? Dan Denley here from GuitarZoom.com, and I'd like to teach you 4 blues guitar licks that you can take and just start using immediately. Now, these licks are all going to use the pentatonic minor scale. Very simple scale. All you need to do is play it in the first position. Of course, there are 5 different positions in the pentatonic minor. But you don't need to worry about that because all these are going to use the very first position. It's going to sound like this. All right, so that's your first position of your pentatonic minor scale. Now, the very first lick is going to sound like this. The thing that makes this lick a little bit tricky is that you have to grab the so you're actually going up, and then you're actually playing the same note that you're bending up to. So you're going from here to here, but you're bending it up. Okay, and then, so same concept, you're just kind of moving it down a little bit. And then you end on. Okay, so if you want to break this lick down even to smaller parts, the very first part of it is really. Okay, and then the next part is. Okay, so you can tell how you can take that pentatonic minor scale and just by taking that scale and just kind of creating a lick out of it, all of a sudden your solo doesn't just sound like a scale, right? It sounds like a lick. It sounds like a solo, which is what you want. So the very first one is, and you can see how you could use that if you had like a. You know, someone doing that and you were like, would sound great over. Okay, so that's the first part of that lick, right? Just the very first part. So let's take it one more step and learn another lick. Check this one out. Okay, so it's kind of the same concept, and a lot of times when people see things like they're like, man, you know, that sounds like complicated stuff, but the thing is, it's actually not difficult. All I'm doing is just repeating the same lick over and over again, and then at the end just kind of changing it up a little bit. So, you know, if you hear like, well, that's just the same thing over and over again. So let's break it down in a really small part, and then we can just repeat it. So the only thing I'm doing is, that's the 3-note lick. Okay? And the way I'm able to bend that up is I'm using all 4 fingers to help me bend the string. So all 4 fingers. And then these 3 fingers. And then it just ends on. So this 3 times. Okay, and this one actually doesn't go. It goes. So bend it up a full step, then back down to the 7th fret, 5, and then 7. But all that comes right from that pentatonic minor. Okay, lick. The next lick actually I have for you is still from that first position pentatonic minor. But it's going to go, this time it's going to use kind of like the slide-on thing. Slide-on? I guess that's a combination of hammer-on and slide. It uses a slide. And then a hammer-on thing at the end, kind of like this trill. So kind of if you speed it up, it'd be like. Okay, and all I'm doing there is I'm just, these are all triplets. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So I'm sliding up from 5 to 7, and notice that I'm using my ring finger and not my index finger. I'm not going, although you're certainly welcome to do that. The only reason I'm doing that is so when I come down, I just go, and I already have this finger in position to play that note. So it also helps if you know which notes to emphasize. In other words, which ones you know to play louder or softer. So I'm kind of going. So I'm catching the first beat of each triplet and making it a little more heavy, right? I'm going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That'll help you. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Knowing which notes to emphasize in a rhythmic pattern is really important to be able to play it correctly. So. Okay, and on the hammer-on and pull-off, all I'm doing is striking the note and then just hammering on and pulling off really fast. And that's actually where you get the trill, okay? So, the very last one I have for you does the exact same thing. What does it do? So I'm using that blues scale, so I'm going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. And then bending it up at the end. So you get that, that's the blue note, and then bending it up at the very end. So those are just a few blues licks in A minor, A pentatonic minor. If you'd like to get even more, and the jam track and the tab for all of those licks, just check out the link in this video. Thanks for watching. I'm Dan Denley from GuitarZoom.com.